Hey, this is Ross Payne with Roleplaying Public Radio. This is Blades in the Dark, The Blind Eyes, episode 7. We've gotten to 7 so far. So in the last episode, the Blind Eyes stole a haunted Calliope carriage from the Spirit Wardens, smuggled it into a wedding, and unleashed it upon the rich and powerful as it forced them to reveal everyone in the wedding to reveal uncomfortable truths about themselves. Of course, the Blind Eyes had made themselves immune to it by subjecting themselves to it first. And they had to reveal uncomfortable truths about themselves. And Vimes is back with us, and having gone on a bender of himself, he has reduced all stress to 0. So, we can just... well, that'll be the rule. Anytime a player can't make it, they just go on a bender.
Actually, no, I forgot you were kidnapped technically. So.
Oh yeah, they were. He was kidnapped. Who kidnapped?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I got a wonderful tapestry out of the deal.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was the demon, Inkblood, who kidnapped you. That's why you had to do the job. So, yeah. So we've already done downtime for the previous session, so we can just start anew. So I'll give you guys some opportunities. So you have a couple different things you could be dealing with. One, the Fog Hounds are technically at war with you, and if you don't deal with them this session, I'm going to apply the penalties for being at war, which basically means it reduces your group's tier, essentially, and there are worse entanglements possible between heists scores.
It also means we only get one downtime activity each. So
yeah, that's right.
Deal with that.
Yeah. So you need to do that. I will say that they have actually sent out word that they want to meet with all of you because they have a proposal. So you don't know if this is an obvious ambush or trap, or if they actually have some sort of way to negotiate a peace. But your guys have been skirmishing off with their guys. Stratler and Wold got into a bar brawl with some of them. Your crew has about 6 or 8 other guys now, or not just guys, but people, criminals, ne'er-do-wells, because you are tier 1 at this point. So that's something to deal with. Also, the Deathland Scavengers would have more things for you to smuggle in. They always have more things for you to smuggle in if you just want to make some coin. You can do both if you want. But yeah, the Fog Hounds are certainly a problem right now. And if you have your own ideas of things you want to do, I'm certainly open to hear them. But yeah, you're the gang leader, so you get to decide what you want to do. So,
I'm not the gang leader.
Well, you all collectively, are
the council.
Yeah,
we have 5 gang leaders and 3 gang members underneath us.
No, we got 8 normal gang.
That's
members.
A hell of a pyramid scheme.
Yeah,
it's just very horizontal structure. It's fine. It's good.
It just works.
Yeah.
I figure we could just go talk to them. We could send one person to go talk to them in case it's an ambush. We could
create an elaborate plan to wipe them out.
We could ambush the ambush. We could, yeah.
You could also
just to be gamist about it, technically every advance on, not the advances, but the whole map on the crew sheet, we have to take everything on there from other gangs. So
yeah, you could make that part of your thing, is to take you do need to connect your secret routes up with your lair, because technically you haven't done that, so you kind of need to do one of the ones that was
we need turf anyway.
Yeah. So you could, in fact, there's just turf. That's the most direct route to.
Where do they want to meet? Or did they just say we want to meet?
They proposed a public house, the Leaky Bucket, which is also near the docks. There's a lot of public houses in the docks, and they said they would send 3 people, and there would be the Leviathan hunters would send some people to keep an eye on things, and you guys are friendly with the Leviathan hunters. So.
Did you say that this was in neutral territory?
Well, it's the docks. Yeah, it's not their gang territory, but like it's more Leviathan hunter territory. The Leaky Bucket is a Leviathan hunter bar, public house. So you'd be both pissing off. Now you're friendly with. I think you have a +2 rep with them, or +3.
We have +3.
Yeah. So yeah, you're really friendly with them. You're technically allies with them. So, but obviously,
it wouldn't be as much a concern.
Yeah, but they're a much larger organization, so they're not like going to. They'll help you. So you can, you'd be reasonably assured that if it's going to be an ambush, it's going to be a very sneaky one. They're not just going to like shoot you as soon as you show up, but they might, try and poison your drink or something. So, but
if it's only 3 people, I don't think we can take all of them out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's definitely not the entire gang. Like their gang is actually the same tier as yours. I'm going to say that so they have, you're actually both roughly equal now. Because you've hit them and you've grown. So, yeah.
I mean, how much effort does it take to, like, actually, like, I know it's sort of theoretically or impossible to ever be, like, complete, but do we think we can drum up a gang roster for them?
You do know the leaders, but you don't know every single member. So the leaders are Marguerite Val, the leader, Bear, and Goldie. Bear is the head muscle, and Goldie is a navigator for their ship. They have their own ship as well because they're smugglers, and you don't know exactly. You know approximately where their turf is, but you don't know their exact headquarters. So if you just wanted to hit them, you could get to the, basically, do a turf war and just do a raid and, take over their turf. And that would pretty much drive them out. Because again, they're about the same power as you. So it'd be a pretty equal struggle. But
I mean, if we take out the leadership, do you guys think we could make a bid to go around to, their just general membership and say, you have 2 options, leave or be a blind eye?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could try and absorb the survivors.
Sounds good.
Okay. So, I guess we're doing a score. So how do you want to do this?
So are we trying to do this before the meeting?
Yeah, you don't have to do the meeting if you don't want to. But you could just do
or instead of the meeting.
Yeah.
It's your plan, Bill.
I mean, we don't have to do this. Like, I'm just throwing it out there. I just think
we have to.
But
yeah, anything but do it. Right. Yeah, we're doing it. What are we doing?
We have to do it.
Okay.
Be divisive.
Okay. That'll teach me to be decisive.
So
okay, legit question. Do we want to be known as the sort of bastards who would ambush them at what was supposed to be a meet, or do we want to try to do this relatively honorable and just ambush them ahead of that?
I mean, you could split the party. At least one of the leaders is going to be at the meet. So, one of you could go and meet them, luring the leader away while the rest of you go and, hit them. So just depriving them of one of their leaders for the ambush.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm just like asking the more philosophical question of what level of bastards do we want to be?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Flake's vote.
I defer to Flake.
Okay, so just raid them essentially. Is what?
No, Flake's plan is to murder them and display a corpse after the meeting.
Okay, so meet them, wait for them to leave the meeting, then track them down and kill them.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right. All right. So,
well, I'll do the meeting
really quickly.
Okay.
I'll if somebody else wants to jump on the team, go kill the others.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody have prowl?
I have
do
no
not.
prowl.
Okay.
I mean, it's more of a hunt to stalk somebody. Yeah.
Oh, it
I
is.
also have hunt.
I mean, it's literally the name of the action. Hunt. You're hunting someone.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll show to the meeting then.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't hunt anybody. I have no hunt.
Yeah, you're not
All right.
a subtle target. So, Vimes.
All right, in that case, Salty should probably take the meeting if
Mhm.
I am the one with hunt.
Okay.
Audra, do you want to guard us from ghosts?
You want? Do they attack with ghosts? I can ghost ward if we need ghost wards.
Well, I mean,
that would
we
be a
would just-
gather information. So
it would
yeah.
just be, okay, I guess. And then Salvage could. I mean, I don't. That's a good surprise. I mean, we often surprise people with ghosts.
Yeah.
it's kind of our thing.
And then Salvage can make a fuck off big bomb. That'd be a good use of tinkering.
That is true. So
Can you make it say "fuck off" when it blows up?
no, but I can
Fuck
use
off.
fireworks to shoot it into the sky. So yes,
The bomb should go off near the people, not the sky.
well, no, but I mean, as it goes off, it activates fireworks that go off and spell fuck
Okay.
off. So
Sure.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right. Yeah. Salvage has a bit
We're
of
a
panache.
serious gang.
Yeah. No. It's. Hey. It's all about branding. You should know this, Flake.
Look, we're criminals, but we still have fun, okay?
Yeah. Exactly. It's a fun organization.
gotta love your work.
All right, so we'll do the meeting first. Get that out of the way. So, Salty, you head to the Leaky Bucket. It's not very crowded this particular night. Most of the ships are out at sea, but there's several former hunters, serving as bouncers, with their peg legs and various maimings. They're still very large, burly people, heavily armed. So Leaky Bucket is, if you're a friend of the Leviathan Hunters, it's a very safe place to be. Unless you get your drink poisoned, but that
we are friends with them, right?
yeah, you are. But when you get there, you see, you reckon the three Fog Hound leaders by face, and you recognize Goldie is there. So, she is sipping her drink, waiting for you. She has two associates with her.
Friends, how are you? It's been so long since we've had a chat.
Hello, Salty. I thought we could be civilized about this. We've had some problems in the past, and
look, Civil don't bring two friends with them to a meeting. What do you want?
Well, the Leviathan Hunters. You've gotten pretty close to the Leviathan Hunters lately. I wanted to have. Want to make sure you didn't want to try anything at the bar. So
that's not our territory. That would be very rude to the Leviathan Hunters.
Yeah, but you're nicer to them than they are to us. So, but we're here to talk. I have a proposal for you. We have a proposal for you.
Yes.
A merger, if you will. You certainly have some good contacts with the Deathland Scavengers, and you certainly seem to be really interested in handling the weird things. But
not personally, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but you've gotten a lot of heat lately, and we figure we can. Your ship can't be filling its cargo hold every time you go out on a run. Like, we can give you context so that you can be smuggling not just one weird artifact, but shipments of other goods that are worth money. We can both make a lot more money if we share contracts, routes, and responsibilities. Everyone working makes the load lighter.
1 second. Before this, what was I supposed to be telling them during this meeting? Did we talk about this?
Not really, but it's up to you.
Okay. Well, we could just take those contracts from you.
Oh, you don't know the people that we know, and they're not going to exactly trust you. Those are contracts that took a long time to earn that level of trust. Our clients are very discreet and very cautious. We are smuggling operation, and trust is paramount. A lot of ways you can betray people. A lot of ways. Look, honestly, we don't need. Your organization doesn't need everybody. Like, you just probably if one or two of you come over to our side, we can give you a nice fat bonus. Give us those contacts with the make some introductions with the scavengers. Bring the ship with you. You don't need everybody in your crew, do you?
How does it? Quick question: How do the Deathland scavengers feel about the Fog Hounds?
You have no idea. As far as you know, they probably haven't. They aren't at war, or they're not enemies. They're not allies or enemies. So,
I'm quite fond of the people we have in our crew.
Okay, well, I mean,
I would hate to see any of them leave.
But the more people you have, the smaller your cut is. Personally,
you can't sell me on greed. It's not going to work.
Okay. Well, what about bloodshed then? If you're so friendly with everybody, like a war is going to wipe out most of us. We can both do a lot of damage to each other.
It's true. Here's the thing. I have a feeling that we may be capable of inflicting a little bit more than you can.
Flake just starts cracking his knuckles.
Oh, it's Flake there?
I have always Flake's my boy. If you weren't aware, the score is pretty heavily in our favor right now.
Well, I mean, I kind of figured you would be a little aggressive, but we have our own weapon too. So it's going to be pretty fucked on both sides.
Well, this is very simple. You just stay out of our way and we'll stay out of yours.
No, you've done too much damage to us and our reputation. We either need to get in line.
So then, but then by the end of this, the amount of damage we inflict on you by the end, you'll be so insignificant, it won't matter.
Well, I could say the same about you.
Yeah, but here's the problem. I have no vested interest in this.
I think you do. That little lair of yours isn't as hidden as you think.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Well, so you can yeah.
I would say just remember, you may very well be capable of taking us out, but what do we have left at the end?
Look, I'm giving you an option where we can both profit, or we can both go to war, and you're going to lose some. You're not going to come out of this unblooded.
Well, I give you the option. We just leave bygones. Bygones be bygones, and we go our separate ways.
You hit us,
and we
first.
Okay? Look, semantics. Who hit who first is of no consequence at this point. To us, at least.
Yeah. People are beginning to question us if we can actually do business, if we're just going to tolerate all this damage you keep inflicting on us and getting in our way.
Look, we'll just stop doing that to you then.
You're drawing a lot of heat. The heat brings blue coats. Blue coats start looking for the underground routes that we use. They start barricading tunnels. Canals. We've had a safe, profitable business for a while, and you're just doing these high stakes shit that's fucking us all over. So either get in line, or there's nothing left to talk about.
How's your boy Biscuit doing? I heard the blue coats were investigating a bunch of. He may have been at that wedding or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Salty.
Yes.
Listen. Who hit you? Who hit the Fog Hounds?
Yeah, who hit the Fog Hounds?
You did. You burned some of the shit. Yeah.
I did.
Flake did.
Specifically, I did. Your problem is with me. I hit. It is in my nature.
Well, we'll hit back if you don't.
Please do. I have not hit anything all day. But your dispute is with me, not with these men.
You're part of the same crew. You're operating on their things.
Well, Flake's kind of a lone entity when it comes to what his actions. We don't really have too much control over what he does.
All right. Well, yeah, I gave you. The boss wanted you to have this one last option to back out. I guess. I was not surprised that you're saying no, but if there's nothing else, then...
You do not understand. You need this revenge, yes? You need to advertise your strength. Correct?
Yeah.
You must show that you are capable of defending yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It is me you look for. I do not care for these blind eyes. Fuck them. They have not paid me. You and I, we can deal this.
Yeah, we could lend you some Flake.
You want Flake? You would loan us Flake to do a mission for us?
Yeah, sure.
By himself?
Well, I mean, he's a very specific tool, but I'm sure you have a job you could apply him to.
All right. Let's see.
Look, he gets antsy when he doesn't, do Flake things.
Mm-hmm.
And antsy is not good for the hideout.
Sure. You know what? This will actually benefit you too. The Canal Patrol. They have a boat. The Bluecoats Canal Patrol. I want you to go and burn it, sink it. Do that, and we'll call it even.
Flake, does that sound good to you?
I'm already walking out the door. The boat, right? See?
Yeah, the Canal Patrol's boat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See, look, who says violence can't solve problems?
Okay, we'll see how this goes. All right.
No one in this town.
Can I talk to them one of them before I leave secretly?
I mean, you're in the bar right now. You can talk. You can't really talk to them privately. They're sticking together at their table.
I mean, Audra and...
Oh, yeah.
I am easy to see. Follow me. I do the job, and you know where they live, and then we kill the fuckers.
Yeah, that would put their guard down if you actually sink the Canal Patrol's boat.
I am easy to find.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to call my dogs,
mm-hmm.
and I will go with the Fog Hounds.
Hey, is anyone getting the impression that we're not like a happy merry band of pirates or smugglers?
No, they want you to do this by yourself. They don't.
I know.
I'm
starting to get the feeling that we're not protagonists in this story at all.
Weird. A game about being gangsters. So, Flake, I don't understand. They're not going to let you walk with them. They're wanting to do this by yourself. They want, if you volunteered yourself to be
guards down. I'm cool to kill cops. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, they're not going to help. They want a deniable asset, and you volunteered to be a deniable asset.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Okay. So how are you going to? If you're trying to sink that boat, how are you going to try and do it? You don't. Let's see here. You need to figure out where it is first.
What kind of boat is it?
It's actually pretty similar size to your boat. It is used to patrol the canals, obviously enough. But it's armored. It has spotlights. It has a mounted gun on it. So think like those boats, like used in Vietnam, but with steampunk technology.
Like PT, like patrol boats?
Yeah, PT boats, yeah.
Okay. I'll deal with that. You
Okay.
guys can work on finding them.
Okay. We'll go back to the rest of you. So how do you want to try and figure out where the Fog Hounds reside specifically?
You said one of y'all guys has prowl, right?
Hunt.
So one of y'all
Vimes was doing, yeah.
Yeah.
You could trail them back, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right, so let's figure out how dangerous this is going to be. This is going to be the engagement roll. Obviously risky, same tier organization or daring or bold. So you'd be at 2 dice. You're not really using allies for this.
So what the fuck plan are we even going with?
It sounds like assault. Like you're just gonna find them and kill them all.
All right, yeah, I agree, and I guess the point of attack is there.
Nice.
6. Controlled. Your first your hunt roll is a controlled risk.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, if we find where they live and they're not actively hunting us or going for our lair anymore because I bought us time, we got plenty of time to prepare a plan to fuck them up.
Well, I mean, they're probably not going to put their guard down until after you sink the patrol boat. They're probably going to be on guard right now. But to find them, your first roll is your hunt roll is a controlled risk. So go ahead if you want to make a devil's bargain, spend stress if anybody wants to assist.
I would love a devil's bargain if anyone has any in mind, and I guess Salvage, you're with me. Like,
Yep.
You want to be my spotter?
Yes, so I can at least take a look right now, and if you need the assistance right now.
I will say the devil's bargain is going to be you run into a blue coat.
Yeah, that's fine.
Regardless of whether you make that roll, and the blue coat's going to actually spot you. So you do have wanted level 1. So
all right, we'll deal with that. Here's the roll.
Okay.
All right.
So 5s.
Okay.
Not the parameters.
So partial success means you don't figure out exactly where they are, but you get close. You are not spotted though, because it's a partial success. But yeah, you are stopped. Because of the devil's bargain. We'll say that the blue coat stopped you. Sort of sees you lurking and starts approaching you, and you withdraw to make sure you don't alert the Fog Hounds. So you're basically, if you deal with the blue coat quickly, you can make another roll to catch up with the Fog Hounds and figure out where they are. But quickly and quietly. So the blue coat's like shining a light in your face and said, "All right, you just slowly now, arms above your head, no sudden movements. It looks like he has a pistol on you. So
I will comply.
Okay. He comes forward and shoulders his pistol or holsters, and takes out manacles, ready to arrest you. So,
and when I was spotting for Vimes, was I with him or was I off?
Flashback. You could be wherever you want to be within reason.
Okay,
but it would cost you a point of stress to do this flashback.
That's fine. So,
yeah. All right. So
I was spotting. I had his back. Although I wanted to call out for him when I saw the blue coat coming back, but that would have exposed me as well. So I'm going to squeeze my way in the alleyway so I have a direct line of sight with the back of the blue coat.
Yep, you sure do. What are you going to do with that?
Hi, blow dart gun.
All right.
It's good for weddings.
Yeah, it's good for weddings.
It's an every occasion weapon. So.
All right. I'll say because you spent this point of stress to have the perfect position, this is also controlled. Definitely, was it?
Finesse.
Yeah, finesse. I would allow finesse for this.
Okay.
Yeah, Bill, you missed Aaron blow darting a woman in the middle of a wedding last week. That was fucking great.
I don't know what that's a euphemism for, but
it's not. It's just...
Let me have this.
I'm sorry. Okay. Were you assisting me on this, or?
Yeah. I mean, basically what I'm going to do is just, act like, all right, you got me, Copper, and, put my wrist down to actually get manacled to try to essentially put him at ease so he's not expecting, poison in the back of the neck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So, and that's, they have a little bit of trans powder in there, so just done.
Yeah.
So, all right, roll.
Yeah, controlled. Finesse.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, the blow dart goes wide. I said it was controlled, so basically the cop didn't notice it, but you've now been manacled, so you can no longer.
Actually, can I jump in just as he's doing that? Like, can we say that like the blow dart goes tink just as he's like snapping him on? And I know I'm calling for a lot here, but like, what I want to know is who this cop is, and like judging by his normal beat, I want to call somebody else other than the Fog Hounds out that's on his bad side and say they're here to get him.
Okay.
So I'm trying to sway him to make him think he has a bigger problem than me.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's desperate because he's you're being manacled, so he has a lot of leverage.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. But yeah, if you get at least a partial, you'll stall him for a bit, so you'd have a second shot. But this,
Hey, Aaron, you want to take a stress to like, since this is part of flashback already, I want to say that like we prepared for whatever cop was likely to be in this area or had time to do it, so you can be like whatever non-Fog Hounds gang says hello.
Yeah, off the side doing a ventriloquist trick of like, oi, get him!
Yeah, the Vultures are a gang that are another smuggling gang, so...
Yeah, I'll take a stress on that, so...
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
Oof.
It's not our day, man.
Alright, let's see here. So you did actually vocalize. Alright, so he manacles you... and an expert motion kicks you to the ground quite hard. It spins around, pistol in hand. So I would say you already had the blow dart out, and you're already loading another dart. So you can shoot again. This is desperate if you do that, or you can duck behind full cover and try and do something else.
In for a penny, we have to at least take him out. So
all right, desperate. If you fail, if you get less than a full success, you will get shot.
Yeah, and I definitely am pushing myself.
It couldn't be better. It couldn't be better.
I'll kick at his legs to try to help distract him.
Yep, that's
okay,
definitely
so I'll roll 4 then. Good. Yep. All right.
Don't forget to mark experience for this.
Yep, I already am.
If you get a partial, you're gonna get shot. Like, yeah.
Wait, where's the Fog Hounds base?
You're close to their territory, to their base, but you because he got intercepted by a cop, he doesn't know exactly where yet.
Okay.
All right, come on.
Attaboy.
That's partial. Ugh.
All right, so you get your blow dart goes off, but you get shot. If you have armor, you probably want to spend it.
Yep. Thank you from last time.
Yep. So that's probably most of your load for this current encounter. But yeah. Shot goes out. You realize you can get your keys. You get the keys for the manacles and escape, but the shot probably alerted the Fog Hounds, so you're not gonna be able to. It would be desperate to hunt roll to try and figure out where they are now. Their exact entrance. So, but you
what's that, Ross? You're tempting me with experience? Fuck yes.
Okay. If you get less than a full success on this roll, you will get the Fog Hounds will see you and take a shot at you. They're not going to know.
Why, Ross? I'm in disguise.
Yeah. I mean, but shots near their territory. They're just going to shoot anybody. So
that's okay. I haven't taken harm yet in this game. I want to know what those mechanics feel like.
That's all right. Yeah, we could do that.
I hurt myself today.
Oh no!
Hey, Salvage, you wanna come be dumb with me?
Oh no!
God, let's be stupid forever. Yes. Although I am burning through stress by you for this one little dumb thing.
All right, you're both going to get shot at if you assist too. So, like, if you get less than a full success,
I can't. Yeah. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, I'll just take stress for mine. I don't feel like a devil's bargain would be particularly wise at this point.
Yeah, no, devil's bargain.
Yes.
Okay, fucking full success. That's how it came through.
Yep, full success. They have several armed guys looking for you, but you find you expertly stealth your way, and you can see the entrance. You realize where it is. It's an old pumping station for the water system for the city. Big, steampunk sort of underground industrial area that they converted into a base. It has several entrances and exits, so you know exactly where their base is. And you can return to it at any time, but you have no idea what kind of defense. I mean, obviously, after you leave, they're probably going to set up some more defenses.
Where is it at?
It's also in the docks, but
Okay.
it's in that district. But it's like on the other side of the docks from you. So let me double check. Yeah, docks.
Cool.
Well, yeah. So
Hey,
you succeed.
Salvage / Audra, should we just like ghost gas the pumping station? I mean, obviously it has more like ventilating ins and outs than usual.
Well, the machinery
Ghost
doesn't work
gas?
right now, so you'd have to turn it back on to do that.
Ghost.
That sounds great.
So, and it is loud. So if you start turning it on, they'll hear it and know something's up. So you'd have to borrow the doors from the outside. But
Keep talking, Ross. You're selling past the sale.
all right,
I mean,
all right.
I'm not going to sign everybody else up for this. But
I
this
just want you to
sounds
know
awesome
what's
me.
involved. What's involved.
Do you want to
So
make some kind of like ectoplasm based VX or whatever? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I love it.
Whoa.
It's fucking on brand.
so meanwhile, Flake, you're trying to find that patrol boat. So you
Well,
can,
I wanted to do something first.
sure.
Can I go to my friend Chael?
Yeah.
The vicious thug in Silkshore.
Yeah.
Okay. I approach Chael. I don't know where he's at. I'm just looking for him.
We'll say night market. I like night market.
Okay.
Yeah.
I approach him in night market.
Mhm.
Hello.
Yo, hey, Flake. How are you?
I am good. Do you still work with those chemists?
Yeah, of course.
Do they have empties? Empty vials of their illicit substances?
They don't. Well, I mean, they're legitimate workers that clearly never break the law. Why would you?
Chair, we have punched each other in kidneys. There is no need for this. Euphemisms. We are brothers.
Well, you've gotten a lot of heat lately, so I'm just wanted to, I mean, perhaps I can procure empty vials of illicit substances if that's what you're looking for
I
a
want
price.
something easily recognizable on street.
As what, like a poison or as a drug?
A drug.
Sure, I can get you that. A coin, I'll get you a box of vials, a crate of them.
Maybe we have a coin I could borrow from the crew?
Sure. Oh yeah.
All right, I'll give him a coin.
Okay. Yeah, I'll hold on. He meet me at this street corner in an hour. Meet me back here in an hour.
Good.
Right. So an hour later, he has a small crate that is sealed up and says, a bunch of empty bottles in there. There's the residue of actually an assortment of different illicit drugs.
Cool. I thank him.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, friend.
Even the dumbest blue coat would recognize it on sight as drug paraphernalia. So, have fun.
Are you working with anyone?
Why?
Late. There is an opportunity I would like to give you and your friends.
What kind of opportunity?
I would be near this. I would be looking at what the Fog Hounds are doing.
Oh yeah, you guys have beef with them, or they have beef with you.
We will be needing their location, but any merchandise, if things go the way I have planned, if it were to go missing.
Oh,
some
that stuff's
people-
pretty secret. That's not easily found. They're a pretty discreet group.
You will find them. You will know where they are at. Just be ready. Be ready with your men. You go snatch things. Easy payday.
All right,
For my friend.
roll sway. Do you have sway?
No.
Okay.
I tried.
Yeah, he tried.
You can still get a die for stress.
Nah, it's not worth it.
Okay.
I'm gonna need that stress.
Yeah. Patrol boats are heavily armored and armed and guarded. So, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go to the river, I guess.
Sure.
Can I find a dinghy?
Yeah, those are pretty easy to find.
All right, I'm just gonna take a dinghy. Do I know where the patrol boat's at?
I mean, it patrols the docks and the rivers, so they're that would require gather information check to know where they are, or a hunt or a survey check, or study. Not a lot of study, yeah, to figure out their patrol routes and figure out where it's likely to be at any given time.
I'm not a studier. Yeah.
Well, some sort of gather information.
I guess I will spend a stress to try and study it. I guess
I can help you study it. I can do the actual studying.
Okay. Can I contact Audra?
Yes, your teammates.
Okay. Yeah. I would appreciate the study help.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah, this is going to be controlled. It's a pretty well known thing. It's not that hard.
Partial.
Okay. You get a few spots that they're known to frequent, so you'll have to stake it out. But yeah, there's ones above ground in the river, and there's ones in the underground canals. So which type of ambush site would you want to set up?
River.
Okay.
Open river. Is there an animal nearby? Strays or...
Yeah, there's rats.
Can I catch a rat?
Sure. You don't have to roll. You can just catch a rat.
All right. I get in my dinghy with my rat and my crate of empties. And I go to the river to wait for a patrol boat.
Okay. All right. You're waiting. So let's see. This will take some time. Meanwhile, are you all just going to wait for Flake to come back, or are you going to proceed with your plan to hunt the thing? Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention there is a clock on you, and that is the Fog Hounds Retribution, and I'm going to say it is at 2 out of 6 for doing those. For doing the meeting and then for the scenes you just had. So every scene you have will progress it by 1 or more. So yeah,
it runs on Ghost Steam, right? It's not like a sailboat or something. Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much most ships are ectoplasm fueled at this point. It's a pretty Leviathan dependent economy. Yeah, so you know where the Fog Hounds lair is, and Flake is out waiting for a boat to go by. So, are the rest of you going to wait for Flake, or are you going to hit them? Well, yeah, or are you going to set up your ambush first, or set up your attack?
I assume I kind of followed Flake to wherever he was going.
Yeah, sure. You see him. You can be on the boat too if you want, or you can just be watching him.
You probably shouldn't be on the boat.
Yeah,
I choose to be on the boat.
All right.
Okay, that's fine.
The previous confession from the Calliope has me feeling very guilty about leaving Flake alone.
All right,
and I feel like I need to be a better friend to him.
Mr. Salty, it is unnecessary. You are a thinking man. Leave this work for simple blue-collar men like myself.
Thinking men need to get their hands dirty, too, so let's do this.
All right, when I am on the boat, you should stay far away from me. I will not be seeing clearly, if you know what I mean.
By the way, is the rat alive or dead?
It's alive, right? Well, it's dead now.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, you need to keep it in something if you're going to keep it alive, so you can have
a
tarp. Sure, yeah. You can wrap it in a small tarp or something. Yeah.
No, I need the rat.
Okay. I mean, I don't question that you need the rat. I want to know if it was alive or dead. All right, so you're just chilling out on the boat. And what are the rest of you going to be doing while this is going on?
I mean, I figured that I was doing my scout back to their house while this was going on.
Yeah. You're caught up at this point. You finished your scouting thing and gotten back to your own lair, and Flake and Salty are on a dinghy waiting for a patrol boat to go by. So,
and are we still wanting to utilize the bomb option
well, you could start
at the very end?
working on the bomb if you wanted to.
That's what I was saying too. Yeah, to get that prepared, all along with its special message. So
Okay, sure. You don't have to roll right now. You'll roll when you detonate it. So the more time you do that, all right. So the clock advances by 1, and you're still waiting. You got to keep waiting
For the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have a choice. We'll fish. I don't give a
Okay.
shit. I'm just waiting
All
till they show up.
All right.
I'm looking. I'm not like I have line of sight, right? They're not
Yeah.
gonna,
You'll hear it coming
on
too.
me. Okay.
It's a loud craft.
Yeah. right, that's
and
good.
it has spotlights and shit. So like you'll see it and hear it coming from a ways off. So you have to. It's a big city, and there's not many patrol boats. So they're. All right, so you fish, Salty. You're just sort of chilling out in the boat.
Yeah, just watching around, looking around, making sure nothing happens to him.
Okay. All right. Clock goes up one more time. And the patrol boat is coming.
All right. Salty, I put him under a tarp, lies down in the dinghy.
Mm-hmm.
I rip the rat apart and just cover myself in blood.
Okay.
And then I just make it appear as if I had the largest drug binge possible, full of empty vials on the boat. I will then drift in the dinghy, passed out, surrounded with illegal paraphernalia, and covered in blood, while being the giant man with a skin condition that visibly butchered a sniper in the street and raised our hate.
Yep.
And I will float in the direct path of the patrol ship.
All right. Well, the patrol boat does stop.
I have also put a rage essence vial in my mouth.
Okay. So you're just waiting for them to pick you up so you can Hulk out when they haul you on the boat.
Yep.
Okay. Fair enough. This is let's see here. All right, so they do haul you up. And Salty, they let's see. So yeah, they jump on the boat, on the dinghy. One of their guys jumps on the dinghy, and one of them ties a rope onto they're gonna haul you up like on a crane, like you're too big to for them to just pick up, and the patrol boat's a bit too high for them to just lift you.
Mother, is that you?
So they're tying a rope and just dragging you up like and just hauling you up. So you're dangling up there. But the guy is on the boat, and he opens up the tarp and sees you, Salty.
Oh wait, I have no say in that.
Okay, well this is what's happening. They can't just. The guy who jumps on the dinghy cannot just lift you and put you on the deck of the patrol boat. The height is
when
too
they
great.
start lifting me up and he starts looking around, I piss my pants.
Okay.
Above him.
All right, so you're trying to keep him from looking at the tarp.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be a risky. Let's see here. I don't know. What do you want to roll for this? This is got to be something.
Wreck?
No, not wreck.
Just wreck them pants.
Pants.
Mama, I wrecked myself again.
Wrecked my pants.
those are unsalvageable.
Yeah. You know what? I'll just give it to you for a point of stress. All right.
Fine.
All right. So that distracts the guy.
It rains piss.
Yeah, he steps away. They're laughing and yelling.
Wait, am I being pissed on currently?
Yes, you are.
You're under a tarp. You're fine.
Yeah. You can feel something, little drops, on the tarp.
Salty, a lot of people from my hometown always told me it was better to be pissed off than be pissed on.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there going, I hope that's blood. Please be blood. Please be blood.
Oh, no, you can smell it. It's definitely not blood.
Please be piss-scented blood. Piss-scented blood.
What market is there for that?
So,
are you kidding me? Look at the world we live in.
All right, so you manage to get yourself on the deck before he goes to open the tarp. So yeah, you don't really. He does.
What do I see?
All right, you open your eyes. You see there are 3 other guys, 3 other blue coats on the deck of the ship. There is on the deck of the ship. There's also a guy on a mounted gun on the roof of the patrol boat, and there's also a pilot. They're all wearing armor. They're all kitted out. There's probably at least one guy below decks. So,
all right.
yeah.
Have they put manacles on me yet?
They're about to.
All right. I bite the glass vial in my mouth.
Okay. So are you going to use your thing that lets you fight a small gang equal to?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to use that and rage essence to adjust my position and effect.
Yeah.
So I'm double hulking. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this is still desperate though because they have a big ass gun.
Is it also vicious and reckless?
It is extremely vicious and extremely reckless. It is.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's desperate, and I would say this is going to be, if you fail outright, this is going to be a level 4 harm before you make your prowess check or use armor, because they are going to fucking just kill you.
Okay.
And let's see here. Yeah, desperate. Yeah, level 4 harm is what you're trying to.
Salty, you want to assist by shooting that cop in the dinghy?
I'd love to.
That is going to be also a skirmish or a wreck check. That is going to be desperate for you because you're under a tarp.
It is hunt to use a gun.
I would allow any of them actually.
Skirmish, please.
Yeah, skirmish is fine. It's going to be desperate for you too, Salty, because you're under a tarp. Piss-covered tarp in a line on the bottom of a dinghy.
What angle of fire does this mounted gun have? It can shoot down the side of the boat after they.
It can shoot. You're on the front deck. Like it can shoot on the deck.
Okay.
So,
but like they can't hit him though, right?
No, they can definitely not hit him. But the guy has a pistol trained.
Okay.
Like he is lifting it up with one hand, has the pistol in the other one.
I got a 5.
Okay. You'll both shoot each other, so that's going to be you can use armor or you can make a prowess check to avoid a level 3 harm. And yeah, you can also take a devil's bargain, Caleb, if you don't want to spend extra stress to push yourself.
Oh, I already this one.
So I'm doing my thing.
Yeah. So it's desperate.
All right. I let the rage essence go into my mouth, and then I spit the glass in the face of the guy trying to manacle me, and just go insane.
Yeah.
Just. Yeah, 6.
6. All right.
So I'm just breaking out, fucking chimney paws, just bashing people's faces in. Yeah. So.
All right, make a prowess check. It's to avoid a level 2 harm.
Okay.
Or to take stress or take a level 2 harm.
Partial? Is that a resistance roll?
Yeah, it's resistance. So 6 minus 5, so you take 1 stress, or you can take a level 2 harm.
I'll take a stress.
Yeah, that's better than a level 2 harm. Yeah. So yeah, it's a incredibly brutal gunfight. This is going to be 6 more heat on you. The group, you're now at heat level 8. So
hey, it's only heat if someone sees us do it.
Yeah, you're above ground.
Those people aren't. It's stealth if everyone dies. All right.
Not really, because you're above ground. You're not in an isolated area. There's people on the street across from the river that can see you. Like,
all right,
bodies that will be identified. So technically, it's not stealth.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to radio in, but like,
look, I at least want some reputation. Then, if I manage to single-handedly kill an entire boat of cops and everyone sees me, I at least want people to be afraid of us. Unlike when I butchered a man in the street, I don't want the trade-off. Like, if I take the heat, I want the fear.
Yeah. You'll get the rep. You'll get the bonus rep.
All right.
Plus 3
I'm
rep.
really angling for a tyranny here.
So let's see here. So basically, what happens is, Salty, did you use armor, or do you need to make a prowess check?
Oh yeah, I know. I armored that one.
Okay, yeah. So you pull your shirt off to reveal a bulletproof vest. Thank God. The guy falls into the river, quite dead. And Flake. It's just a monstrous speed run of violence as you just crush men's skulls with your hands. The three guys on the dock, you use their bodies to block shots from the deck gun before you get under its angle, so it can no longer shoot you. And yeah, you're essentially just too fast and using the bodies of the other bluecoats to take shots for you until you can close the distance. And just once they're in range of your hands, they're done for. It's just avoiding all those shots. And but yeah, you have speed and surprise on your side and utter fearlessness. So that's a lot. So yeah, very good. So that advances the clock by 1. Yeah, you're at 5 out of 6 before the Fog Hounds attack you.
So I want to interleave a little something if we can here, like while the rest of us are sort of waiting for these guys to get done with their thing and form back up. So since the Fog Hounds were nice enough to warn us that something was coming, I would sort of like the other three of us to not directly but indirectly go create a time-consuming distraction in their territory.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You can definitely do that. We can. That's a pretty simple flashback. Yeah.
So, I mean, I know as a main concern they are smugglers, but like, what else are they into? What will get their attention?
Well, anything in the routes that they operate in. If you get people or bluecoats in their presence, in their routes, that will definitely distract them. So that's sort of the biggest thing. You don't know who their clients are. You don't know what they're smuggling or where. You didn't find any of that information out, but you do know the routes that they would have to take, because they've sort of focus on smuggling things in and out the northern routes near the Ghost City. Kind of the reasons why you guys have been in such conflict, because you're operating in similar areas. So
okay, I think what I will do then is my first gambit will be to reach out to Inspector Yamura and just sort of say, hey, I would owe you a favor if something inconvenient would happen, an extra patrol or something in this area.
Okay, that's going to be a risky sway check.
Love it.
Yeah. Do you want a devil's bargain, or
of course I do.
Of course you do. All right. Devil's bargain is you're going to get an extra heat. You're going to get a heat from this because later on he'll connect you to the canal. Actually, no. The devil's bargain is you're going to burn him as a contact. This will be the last time you can get a favor from him. He's going to be pissed, and he'll raise the heat by 1 because he's going to hear about the canal boat, and he's not stupid, so he's going to figure out it's both your group, what you're really doing. So you can do this, but if you take the devil's bargain, this is the last time you can use them, and you get a heat.
I mean, I don't obviously we're in for a dime, in for a dollar on heat. We're all going to have to work on that a little bit, but. All right, yeah, I'll burn him as a contact.
All right, so that happens regardless of whether or not you succeed. If you get a full success,
that's got me on 3D. Does anybody want to help? Audra or Salvage, you guys are the ones actually, in the room, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of pumped on a lot of my stress right now, so I would say Audra, if you could give any.
Sure.
I agree, Audra says, standing next to Vimes. I think that's a great idea.
I will give away this stress as a gift, reluctantly.
All right, so there's a 6.
Yep, last one too. Good thing you got that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, so the fog. So that is going to push the clock back 1. So you're at 4 out of 6. So you bought yourself some time as they're distracted. But you're now at wanted level 2 because your heat now went up to 9 for some reason.
And it was the 1 that did that, not the 6.
It was both. That's how numbers work. But yeah,
I don't. I'm just
yeah. So your heat is now 0, but your wanted level is 2. So. All right, but yeah, you've caught up. You can wait now. They're thoroughly distracted, and they also don't think that you're going to attack them because Flake did burn the patrol boat down.
I haven't burned it down yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, what are you going to do?
Fog Hounds base is on the river, right? On the docks, as you said.
It's underground. It's in a abandoned pumping station in the.
Well, that changed a tune very quick. Okay.
I did establish that earlier. It is underground. It is. They use the underground canals, so your boat can reach very close to it. But
what if the boat reached into it? Say at an alarmingly high speed.
Yeah, you could crash. There is a wall. There's a single brick wall between canal and the thing. And
if everyone's dead, I'm just going to the helm and just burying the throttle straight at the Fog Hounds base.
Okay. All right, so you're doing the assault again. So
I did take a rage vial.
Yeah, you did take a rage vial. Well, I'd say that is passed after the fight. Rage vials don't last that long.
Okay.
So after the adrenaline wears off, you can still do that, but you're no longer controlled by the rage.
Oh, I'm still doing it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
And cackling as I do.
Salty
can try and stop me, but
I've learned that's a bad idea.
All right, piloting a boat is
very similar to our boat, which I established before we got on.
Yeah,
it is. I'm actually cheering him on. I'm not even going to try and stop him.
All right, I will say that is going to be a risky roll. Depending on, are you piloting it and then jumping off, or are you going to stay on it as it goes through the wall?
What doesn't require a roll?
Either one requires a roll because you have to get it there.
I'm going to stay on it then.
Well, I mean, get it and stay on it you have to, the roll is to get it lined up to the place. Once you get it there, it's fine. You can jump on or off, I guess. So yeah, it's a risky roll. Sorry.
Okay. For what? I think I'm wrecking. Crashing a boat into a building is the definition of wrecking.
Yeah, but you have to get it from the river to the spot first, and that's definitely not wrecking because you have to keep it intact there. So,
okay, so what is the roll then?
I would allow finesse. Just reflexes, just piloting quite fast.
You want to help me out with that, Salty?
I will spend some stress to help him.
Okay.
Is there devil's bargain I can take?
Yeah, you'll get shot at. You have to make resistance checks. Blue coats, and we'll see you as you're piloting the boat and take some pot shots at you.
Okay.
Both of you.
Well, that would be my devil's bargain.
Yeah, but Salty's on the boat, so he's going to get shot at as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that, Salty?
Oh, I've learned that that's just kind of the way things go.
Okay.
Partial success.
Partial success. Okay. Basically you do pilot it to the spot, but you lose. Some of the boat gets damaged. The deck gun gets knocked off as you go through some of the tighter underground canals, and the both of you need to make prowess checks for a level 2 harm, as blue coats do take pot shots at you. Oh yeah, also that would probably raise your heat again, so another 2 heat.
Critical success.
So it's all the dots to the left of the line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The hook.
You just have one?
Maybe.
Can I use my critical
Doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, shit.
Whatever.
Yeah. So with the partial, you get there, but the boat has got slightly less mass by the time you get it to the spot. So, so you gun it in there. Now, if you jump off the boat and just have it go straight forward, you don't have to roll anything. It just makes a big hole and does a lot of damage to it. But if you want to be like, haha, dynamic entry, that would be a roll not to fucking get pasted yourself. But if you do
Salty can do it once. I'm riding this boat straight to hell.
Ride or die, brother. Let's do it.
Laughing. Just
All right. This is another prowess check for a level 3 harm because you're crashing a boat into a brick wall.
Yep.
This is going to hurt.
I like the direct route.
Yeah.
All right. Partial.
Yep. So 1 stress or a level 3 harm.
I'll take. Can I armor the harm away?
You sure can.
I armor it away.
Okay. Salty.
What?
Another prowess check because you're
No problem.
holding on in a boat as it's plowing through a brick wall.
Oh,
All right, so that's 5 stress, a level 3 harm, or you can use armor if you have load left.
we'll use armor.
Yep. All right. So yeah, you have your helmets that of course you prepared for, and they shatter spectacularly as you slam into the wall and you're stunned. But you did
off of it.
So yeah, we're just doing the assault now. Salty and I guess I'll just ask what everybody's doing for it. So we'll say this is generating a clock. Basically, this is an 8-point clock to annihilate the fog. So you're at 0 out of 8 right now. And you need to get to 8. If you get to 8, the gang is shattered. All of its lead members are dead, or just you've broken them.
We don't get anything on the clock for ramming a boat through their lair?
All right, I'll give you 1 for that. The boat also gives you better, like your next rolls are going to be at controlled for you two, since you're got element and surprise. So like you get controlled rolls, which are very safe for you. So,
okay.
But yeah, all right. So you're 1 out of 8. But the rest of you can be in position because, of course, you would plan this out with flashbacks and whatnot, depending on what level of flashback you want. So I'll just go straight from the top. So, Salvage. What do you want to do for this assault?
Basically prime the bomb to go down on a modified zip line once it's done. So to basically have that as the immediate grand finale to this once everybody has been.
Okay, so you had the zip line set up so you don't have a zip line into the base yet. I'll say, of course, you knew that the boat was going to make a hole in this wall, so you have the zip line anchored on one end, but you need to shoot a line to the other end.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Zip line bomb?
Yeah.
Zip line bomb.
God, to be in the mind of Aaron.
All right, so I would say you can either make this one big desperate roll, or you can make a controlled roll to just set up the anchor, and then on the next turn make a roll for the bomb itself. But do you want to do so
roll.
That's up to you.
And would I be using Tinker to be in order to position?
Yeah, because basically the controlled roll is shooting a crossbow over, basically a modified crossbow to set the other anchor in the base, and then your next roll to be, or you could just do it as one go. Like you've set up like a mechanism to do it faster, and so the bomb was already zipping to its conclusion, and yeah. So
yeah, we got to go ahead and do the
desperate roll.
The desperate roll.
Okay,
yeah.
So if you get anything less than a full success, Salty and Flake will be in the bomb blast radiance because you it dropped off too early.
Calculated.
Yeah, okay. Well, you didn't exactly predict where the boat was going to be. Actually, yeah, that's the roll. You didn't know where the boat was going to wind up exactly in there. So like, are you carefully calibrating the anchor so it's going to be away from them and just hit the Fog Hounds, or are you just fuck it, poof, as soon as the wall you shoot and just hope for the best?
So, yeah, I'm just going to try to hope with their plan because I really can't predict what Flake or anybody else is going to do.
All right, so this is a desperate. I'm
pretty predictable, man.
Well, yeah, but it's the physics of crashing a boat through the wall. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's positioning. So,
yeah.
I'll say this adds 3 to the blast, 3 to the if you get at least a partial. But if you get a partial, they'll be hit with a bomb blast as well. And if you get a failure, they'll be anything failure will just hit them. In fact, he'll just fall on the boat.
So let's see. And I'm on my own, so I can't get any help from anybody else, right?
No, the other people can flashback and say they helped you. That would be that would cost them. That would be their positioning.
Actually, if you're setting a zip line, my plan was to take some sort of Overwatch as the only person with range to take cleanup, so I can help you with that.
Yeah, so Vimes is nearby, ready to snipe, so he helps you shoot the crossbow to the other side.
And I will go ahead and push myself a little bit to the edge, just because I.
Or you can take a devil's bargain.
No.
Devil's bargain, I'll say, will just affect you.
I forgot. In Devil's Bargain, that didn't give you an extra dice, right?
It did. It does give you an extra dice without stress.
All right. In that case, if it does, then if that fails, I get drug along with the bomb.
No. So. Devil's Bargains happen regardless.
Oh, they are regardless too? No, then I...
They would just affect you, and you wouldn't have to take the stress.
Yep, so...
At least hear him out. Find out what it would be.
So, let's see.
The Devil's Bargain, I'll just tell you, is a trap that the Fog Hounds set up would just hit you.
Hit me? Okay. Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay, so you don't have to spend the stress, and we'll deal with the trap after you make your roll.
All right, but that'll be 5 dice, please. Oh God,
you have 3 in Tinker?
I have 3 in Tinker, yeah.
Nice.
So I was saving up a lot for that, so...
Yeah.
5d6, come on.
And I do remember you have a workshop and stuff like that, so that's why you're able to make a nice bomb. And a fucking custom crossbow mechanism to shoot the other end of the line.
There you go. Perfect.
All right. So that adds 3 to your success. So you're at 4 out of 8. And Aaron, you need to give me a prowess check to avoid a level 3 harm.
A prowess check to
the explosion shockwave triggers a trap that they had positioned up that didn't hit until then. But a crossbow bolt hits you in the chest. Or let's see how accurate it is.
All right, roll 2d6. Partial success.
Yeah, one stress or level 3 harm.
1 stress. So.
Right. Or you can use an armor. Yeah.
I already used my armor, so.
Okay. Well, there you go. So it just narrowly avoided you. So, Audra, what are you doing for the assault?
Ghost VX.
Ghost VX.
Yes.
How are you delivering it to them?
Little balls full of ghosts.
Are you throwing little grenades of it, or are you remember, you didn't really set up the ventilation system to pump it in because you didn't turn it on. That would be a tinker roll to do that. I mean, Salvage could do that with a flashback roll, but that would cost him stress. But you could, I could just say you'd have grenades ready, vials that you can just throw in there.
Sure. Well, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't have to be literally physical Ghost VX. Be Ghost Field VX. Like, just break all their wards, hunt the fuck out of them.
Okay. Let's see. I would say that's risky, and I would give you +1 on your clock. I would say, well, you need to be fairly close to do that, so you're going to get shot at if you get less than a full success.
Yeah, because we didn't really do much to actually set up the ventilation system attack.
I mean, Salvage could flash back to say he did it, but it would cost him stress because that's definitely very complex.
Well, I mean, I can tinker also.
Okay, then you could have done it. So that would be a tinker check. I would say risky and partial success means you get a lung full of it as well. So you'll have to make a prowess. You'll have to take an insight check, a resolve check to avoid harm.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So I will push myself because I have been saving stress for this attack.
Mm-hmm.
So
if you get less than a full success, you will risk some damage.
That's fine. Do you have enough stress to assist Aaron, or do you
He
need
just,
to save it?
He just stepped away. I have no idea what his stress is.
I know I was positioning just beforehand, but I have stress open. I can do something.
Yeah, I mean, basically, like, you turn the ventilation system off after the boat hits, and, like, nobody's going to notice the ventilation system, so the noise is covered. So you could have assisted sabotaging the ventilation system or reactivating it.
There you go.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
6.
All right, that adds 1 to it. And as, you know, it takes time for it to affect, so only the guys right next to the vents are getting lungfuls of it right now, breathing it in right now. So it's starting to take effect, so it'll be +1 every sort of phase.
The boat had just crashed into the pump house when the ghosts began to get cold.
Yeah.
So since it's a ghost VX, it does all the melting shit, but it melts your soul. Like, you don't see it on the outside.
Oh, God.
It just melts.
Yeah.
So their ghost is all deformed and fucked up.
Vimes, you have a rifle or a long-range weapon? Or what do you have?
Yep.
All right, with a rifle, you can make a controlled, just snipe them. This would be hunt, though, because you're sniping.
Actually, so I have a spot, and I have not used much load yet, for an unusual weapon. So, by virtue of it being unusual, can I actually get more than just a rifle? Can I get a sniper rifle and get extra effect out of it?
That's what I assumed you had, and that's why it's a controlled. It's less risk to you because you're at a great distance. So, if you get a partial, they will. I'll say if you get a partial or full, you'll get +1 on the clock. If you fail, they'll notice you and send a guy after you. Partial, they'll notice a guy, but you'll still get the effect. So, yeah, failure, they take cover. Partial, you get the effect, but they're going to send a guy after you. And full, you're just headshotting people. They have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Devil's bargain for just snap return fire.
Yeah, you'll have to take the prowess check regardless.
Audra, I don't know, like, do you be like my spotter for a stress?
Absolutely.
Because let's face it, we are establishing today that your stress is the best stress.
Such good stress.
The finest.
All right, here goes.
Something of an expert at being stressed.
Okay, so you get +1 on their clock. They're at 6 out of 8. They're going to send a guy after you, but they also shoot at you. So give me a prowess check to avoid a level 3 harm.
Fortunately, I have 3 in prowess.
Well, let's see if it works out for you. Yep,
one stress. Thanks.
Yep, 1 stress. Bullets whiz by. That's a bit stressful, weirdly enough.
Hey, guys, just one thing to keep in mind, and I know this won't apply to Flake because Mad Juice, but it'd be really super awesome if we could take one of the named people captive instead of killing them all, so then we can frame them for something and reduce our heat.
You can frame somebody and use that for your crimes. So yeah, that would be a good idea. But meanwhile, Salty and Flake are in the ruins of the patrol boat, surrounded by foes, but they're all stunned and shocked and awed by the assault. So your rolls are going to be controlled, at least this one. Salty, what are you going to do? Just get up and start shooting?
And I start blasting.
All right, controlled. If you fail, they'll return fire. But if you get a partial,
oh boy.
Well, they return fire. You get up and blast, and the boat's a bit slippery and at an angle, so you slip and fall. And one of them takes a shot at you. Give me a prowess check to avoid level 3 harm.
Nothing.
Yep, their shot goes wide too, so you don't do anything. But you don't take any harm. Flake, what about you?
Is there fuel on the boat?
Sure.
Is it like in a barrel?
If you spent a point on a flashback, you could have put it in a barrel. It was in the fuel tank, which is, sort of built into the boat. But if you wanted to siphon some off, you could have.
Yeah, I'm just making a barrel-sized Molotov cocktail.
All right, the 1 point for that flashback.
All right, I did. Anybody want to give me an extra die?
Salty's the only one who can.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will roll wreck to throw a giant 55-gallon drum of fuel Molotov down out of the.
Yeah, that will that'll add +1 to the clock. They're scattered about, so you can't hit more than 1 or 2 of them.
Critical success.
Okay, well, never mind. You managed
I hit you. I told you.
You knocked down a pillar that was holding up a balcony one of them was standing on. So, with that, the Fog Hounds have been shattered as a group. Now, I will say Marguerite is dying, so if someone makes a tinker check, they can save her so you can frame her. This is a controlled roll.
Okay, I guess I can do. I'll do that.
Yep.
I'll assist.
Okay. All right. So
if you get a partial, you'll prolong her life for a bit, so you have to hurry on your plan to frame her. But yeah. All right, partial.
Partial.
All right, so you have a 6 clock on her life. She will die at 6. So you're at 0.
Those poor blue coats into an ambush.
Yeah.
But our brave boys in blue fought them off.
So you don't have time to do a downtime before trying to frame her, essentially. She's going to bleed out in hours, but not minutes. So you need to get her somewhere, because they're not going to... Throwing a corpse at the blue coats is not going to lower your wanted level. I
figured that's how framing worked.
No, they kind of needed somebody to throw into prison, or at least somebody still breathing by the time they do that. Marguerite is dying, but slowly and painfully, and she is helpless, barely conscious. So you need to get her to frame her and the Fog Hounds for this incident, rather than yourselves, if you want to lower to your wanted level. And so I'll say that the most obvious way, at least to Audra, to do this, that occurs to her, is to summon a ghost, have it possess Marguerite, and have the possessed Marguerite confess. That would be a very direct way of doing it. Can
we also stage all of these blue coat corpses we have on the boat as if they died in the fight with the Fog Hounds?
Well, I mean, there were witnesses to your rating of it, so...
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that wouldn't really...
I could really quickly, I have a disguise kit. I could make them appear to be different blue coats.
I mean, they're going to be able to look at their face and be like, oh, yeah, that's Steve, you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is make them up a little bit. Not enough to long-term... deal with it, but enough to make them think, wow, when the blue coats blew up this, drug den they were trying to create, they were getting raided at the same time. It doesn't need to hold up forever, just long enough to distract them and get our heat to go down.
Well, I mean, that's not heat, though. This is wanted levels. This is more serious. This is there are specific crimes they need to pin to people, and I would say the bar is a bit higher than that. I'd say you can try it, but it's going to be a desperate roll.
Well, I'll take it then.
Okay. And I'm going to say it's also going to eat up a lot of the clock too. To do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the one free way that I'll tell you how to do it is to get a ghost to possess Marguerite and then just make it confess, and then just banish the ghost from her before they realize she's possessed. So.
Why would we banish the ghost?
Because they'll eventually figure out that she's possessed.
Nah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's very desperate, so you could risk it, but there's also a chance Marguerite, possessed by the ghost, turns into a vampire or something, and I don't know,
kills all the blue coats.
Well, probably might want to kill you to cover up the secret of its existence because you're witnesses.
Look, you can't cook without heat.
Yeah.
Can't make syndicate without creating a few vampires.
Can we just put a little citrus on this ghost? It's fine.
Fat, salt, and acid. That's all you need.
So I'll let you choose the level of risk.
Specifications.
I'll let you choose the level of risk in terms of summoning and binding the ghost to possessing Marguerite. She can't really resist it because she's too weak. But you can do it really quick and dirty, which only costs 1 clock, but that's a desperate roll because a lot of things can go wrong. You could do a standard summoning, which is risky, and that's 2, or you could do a very safe one, which would cost 4 clock. Also, you're not
okay.
Yeah, when she dies, that if she's possessed, she turns into a vampire, and vampires are real scary.
Can we just sell her soul to Inkblot in exchange for him doing the possession and confession?
You can't really sell her soul.
Well, can't we though? It's just not a free market.
You can't. I would say summoning Inkblood to try and do that would be similar mechanics in terms of how quick and dirty you want to go with the summoning ritual. But I would say the bonus of having the demon possessor is that she won't bleed out anymore. She'll just be possessed. So if you do that, it'll be done. He'll do that. The Inkblood will fulfill that pact. You don't have to worry about it. She'll just go off and do that. And then you don't know what will happen after that. But the demon will live up to its word, depending on if you make your roll or not. But yeah, so you could actually just make a safe control summoning, but if you do that, you won't really have time to do anything else if you fail that roll.
How are we on time?
Right now you're at 0 out of 6, so it's a clock. Okay. Yeah, but of course you figured this out ahead of time, so you knew what the plan was. So we're sort of you're weighing your options. Summon a ghost, but she'll keep bleeding out. Summon a demon. Won't bleed out, and she'll definitely remove the wanted level for you. As long as you summon it right without fucking up, the circle, in which case the demon can do whatever the fuck it wants.
Well, see, I picked a demon that we have some
history with.
Yeah,
that's the only one you know how to summon, or you would even you don't know the names of any other demons. You wouldn't have any idea how to summon any others.
Fine.
Demons are pretty rare, so.
Apparently not.
They are named ones. You're asking a specific demon to do a specific thing.
Inkblood there.
Oh yeah,
you like demons so much. Name their top 5 albums. No, that's fair. God, we'll just do the ghost shit. I don't care.
Okay. Do you want to do it fast, normal, or safe?
Normal.
Okay, that's 2.
Okay. So that's a tune. And then,
yeah, it's a risky then.
Yeah.
And do you want a devil's bargain?
I will listen to you. What you got?
The devil's bargain is that the ritual doing it you have to do it in the lair, where she is, because you don't have time to move her somewhere else. It'll interact with the ghost gas that you introduced to it, and you will have to which makes you vulnerable to it. It actually makes everybody vulnerable to it. So everybody will have to make a resolve check to avoid taking harm, because it's sort of like a flammable gas, and you're igniting it essentially.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll just spend stress.
Okay.
Spirit, never mind. It doesn't
matter.
Was
anybody got an assist?
Yeah, I got you, fam.
All right. Let's see how this goes. Oof.
Let's see. Oof. That is
Big
not
oof.
Good. So a failure means it just doesn't happen in this case. You just wasted your time. Your clock goes up by 2, and you didn't the ghost gas is interfering with it. You're not able to get a ghost to possess her, or perhaps she has a stronger will than you realize. She is looking through her, she's very pale, drenched in sweat, and kind of unable to speak, but just looking at you with murder in her eyes. So, yeah.
Okay, I've got a gambit. First off, I want to. Can I do Probably just study to know enough about first aid to do tourniquets and stuff and keep her from dying.
No, you've already applied as much first aid as you can in this location. If you take her to a doctor, a physician, they can stabilize her. But that will take time to move her. And then
we can deal with that on the back end though. So I am just going to look at her and say this: look, you have two options. You can, we'll just finish things off right now, and you can be dead, and that'll be great. And you know what? I mean, we sort of had a little issue with the whole ghost business here, but here's what's going to happen if you die. We will conceal your corpse and keep it away from the spirit wardens, so you will come back, angry. You will have a horrible afterlife. Or you can come with us. We'll find a doctor. You can live, and you can go to a nice, safe prison for a while to deal with what your crew did. It's up to you.
Kill me now. Yeah. She.
All right.
Yeah. Fuck you. I'd rather die than help you.
Well,
and I hope I do become a ghost, because then I know who I'm haunting.
Well, okay. If anybody else wants to try anything, you're welcome to it. But
yeah.
So can I not get an anything for that?
No, you killed her crew in front of her. The only people she gave a shit about. So she's real angry.
All right. Flake, I think this is your department now.
Oh.
I mean, you could just give up on trying to use her to frame her for your crimes.
That is what I'm saying.
All right.
Like, if anybody else has an angle they want to try, go for it.
I mean, you can try the demon summoning thing. You could do
everyone run. I will take care of this.
Okay.
I am social engineer. I will handle it.
Okay.
Very, very good. I kill her and paint a big blind eye on the wall, and then I leave.
All right.
Fuck it.
Yep.
We're not supposed to be wanted level. Let's go. We're the MS-13 of Duskfall now.
All right. He goes up by another 3.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. All right. That's certainly reckless and vicious. So definitely living up to that. All right. So you won your gang war. Yay. Also, you can loot this place. You find who wants to be in charge of looting this place? This will be a survey check, and this will show how much loot you find.
I've got that if somebody wants to help out.
It's a controlled roll.
Stress for money, it's the best deal.
You can also do Devil's Bargain. You'll activate a trap in one of their, stashes.
I'll give you a bonus. There you go.
Yeah.
So Devil's Bargain, activate a trap.
And does the trap only impact me?
Yep.
Awesome. I'll do it.
Okay. For a level 3 harm. And this will happen regardless of your roll. But yeah. Classical crossbow, 5. All right.
Okay, partial success.
Let's see here. I will say 10 coin. 5.
Nice.
I'll just use your roll times.
Shit.
Yeah.
And here's my resistance roll.
Yep. All right.
Fully resisted.
Yeah. Well. So very, very close there. As you ignore that. Are you?
It is true what they say about being a gangsta.
All right, so you got 10 coin, you got a shitload of heat, and a wanted level, and it's time for downtime. Let's see. You take a much needed break. Let's see, you got your payoff. Let's see here. Everyone gets 2
points.
I'd say you got a total of 5 rep for your crew. Yeah. Let's see here. All right. Everyone level 2. You're at heat level 5. Entanglements. Let's do that before we downtime. So it is. I rolled 2d6 now because you're at 2 wanted level. That's how that works. 5.
What did we get on the smuggler map?
Oh yeah. You got
turf, right?
Yeah, turf on the left. You're connecting it to secret routes. So
Okay.
that was your claim. So yeah, you get that as well. Reprisals or Unquiet Dad. All right, Unquiet Dad. Yep. Let's see here. You can hire. Yeah. So, yes, Stradler and Waldorf, and actually several gang members talk about nightmares and things missing in the lair, and the sensation of being watched. Things are very paranoid, and it's not very good. It seems some spirit is trying to hone in on you. It hasn't quite figured. It's probably a new spirit. Probably hasn't done much yet, so it's still figuring itself out. So everyone take 1 stress, because things are stressful for some reason in the lair.
Wahoo! I get a trauma.
Awesome.
Yay!
No.
Yep. Which trauma are you taking?
Reckless.
Yep, that's fair. That's a good one. Highly recommended. So that'll keep happening and that'll escalate over time unless you deal with it. You can hire Audra can deal with it, attempt to banish it. But we'll deal with that after. Well, that could be sort of a long-term project for Audra. So downtime. Everyone gets 2. We'll start with Salty. Salty, what do you want? I assume your first one is going to be Vice.
Honestly, I'm only at 4 stress, so I'm not too worried about it right now.
Do you have any traumas?
I do not.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, you're fine.
I will train further in insight. I can train twice, right?
Yeah. If you have 2 downtimes, yeah.
Okay, so that's just two little marks.
Mm-hmm.
Or do I don't have to roll for them, right?
Nope. You're just really studying. You're just hitting the books.
Trying to diversify my talents.
Mm-hmm. All right, very good. Vimes, what do you want to do? You don't have to worry about. Actually, you have to, or you're going to take stress for not indulging in your vice. I think it's just.
Don't you get a free one on your next downtime after you take the trauma?
A free indulge vice?
No, like when you take your trauma, you clear your stress.
Yeah, you clear your stress. You're at 0 stress, but because you have a trauma, every time during downtime you don't indulge in vice, you gain stress equal to your trauma, so you'll gain 1 stress.
I'll take 1 then.
Okay. Fair enough. So what do you want to do?
I want to... Let's see, I burned Yamura, so that's a thing.
Yep.
I do want to help us clear heat. We're at heat 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think actually, can I start a long-term project to essentially just like pin what just happened? I want to do the plan we were doing, just do it the slow way.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pin what happened on the Fog Hounds to reduce our wanted level.
You can't really do that because they're very well known to be destroyed at this point. You kind of made a big point of that.
But they destroyed themselves. I mean, Flake had all those drug vials.
I'm going to say
move those off the boat.
If you want to frame somebody, it has to be someone active. Like the Blue Coats as an organization only get credit if they arrest and put someone in prison. So it has to be a person still moving about. So you either have to.
Okay. Is there anyone else we're on negative rep with?
Yeah, several groups. You can start a war with someone else. You also just pick.
We're already -3 with the grinders.
Yeah, that's it. That's the other gang you hated.
All right, that's what I'll do then.
Yep.
I will start.
Gang war after gang war. Blame the previous one after them. They have 3 leaders, so you can just make up a name for a random member. You want one of the leaders?
Sure. Yeah.
Hutton is the leader. Circe is the second in command. And Darrett is the muscle.
Let's work our way up then. Let's go with Darrett.
Oh, sorry, which one?
Darrett,
the muscle. Okay. I'll say that's a 6 o'clock to frame him. No, I'd say it's an 8 o'clock to do that. That's pretty complex. But yeah, you can start planting clues, spreading rumors. When that takes effect, they'll officially blame him for it, and for some of your crimes. And then once they arrest him, your wanted level will go down. So, because then,
awesome.
Yeah. So he has to be arrested first, once you complete the long-term project. So that will probably require some action in the game to do that. But, yeah, I would say this will.
In the meanwhile, can I sway to start rolling that clock?
Yep. And this roll is just.
And that's a fail.
No, it'll still get you some segments. It gets you 1 segment. So you're 1 out of 8.
Cool.
All right. What do you want to do for your second one? Do you want to reduce heat or continue on the long-term project?
Yeah, I will also reduce heat.
Okay. How are you doing it?
Actually, you know what? I really wish I could reduce heat, but I want to start I want to. Let's see. I don't think it's acquire asset because that is short term, right? I obviously I may have burned out Yamura, but we need some sort of blue coats contact. So I'll start rebuilding one of those.
You can acquire asset, so that's a one-time thing, but that's essentially a cohort. So, an expert. Yeah. So yeah, you can get a contact that you can tap once. To get one as a permanent contact, that's a long-term project as well.
Then I'll start a second one. Okay. Fuck it.
Okay. I'll say this is at a 6, though.
All right. So consort to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Win friends and influence people?
Mm-hmm.
Partial.
Let's see here. That is 2 segments. So you're 2 out of 6 on that and 1 out of 8 on Darrett. So once you fulfill the thing on Darrett, I'll say there's a 50% chance he gets arrested at the end of every score. And then, or you can try and engineer that with an encounter, not like a full score, but you can just do a scene to go and get him pinched by the cops. And once he gets arrested, then that'll bring your wanted level down.
Love it.
Yep. Also, if any of you volunteer your character to go to prison, you can do that. So, so instead of losing your stress if you miss a session, you could just have your character go to prison. Yeah. So that's something to think about. Moving up, Flake.
I will go to the back of the red lamp and play checkers with the off-duty sex workers.
Yep.
And try and relieve stress.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, what do you want to do for your second one?
What are all the things you can do again? Sorry.
Acquire assets, so you can. You didn't use your dogs this time. You had them with you, but you didn't use them, so you don't need to do that. Long-term project, you can convert your dogs into a thing, which I don't think you've started.
Dog.
You can recover if you have any injuries. You can reduce heat. You could train.
I'll reduce.
Okay. How do you want to reduce heat? You can command by just threatening people not to snitch.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right.
Do I roll that?
Yeah. It'll just determine how much heat you reduce it. So there's no way to fail. It's just you didn't do it very much. 2.
Bad. Yeah.
All right. So that reduces it by 1. You're at heat 4 now. So something. Audra, what do you want to do? We'll go back to Audra.
No, I'm here, buddy.
Okay.
Sorry. So that last 1 point of stress put me over, so I'm going to take the cold trauma to avoid any complications. I'll at least do 1 vice, and then...
Well, it rolls your stress over, so you could...
I know, but don't I have to take...
Yeah, you'll take 1 stress if you don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do some ghost cocaine to blow off some steam.
Yep.
All right.
As usual.
Mm-hmm. You'll get so you're at 0 stress. So yeah.
Yep. Do I want to train or reduce heat? So we have 4 heat. Even if we reduced it to 0, we still have 2 wanted level, right? That's a different process.
You have to frame a living person. They have to go to prison in order for you to. Someone has to go to prison in order for you to be reduce a wanted level. So I would say the projects that Vimes started, you can contribute to. Framing or doing the legwork to get Darrett framed is 1 out of 8, and police contact is 2 out of 6. A permanent police contact. So
I'm fine helping with framing. I don't think I'm very good at police contact.
Okay. All right, how do you want to help frame it? I'm going to be pretty lenient.
Like if you have study or survey, either one, it's just like, how can we evidence?
Yeah, exactly.
Social roles. You can make physical roles to plant, fake evidence for the cops to pick up. You could a tune would be harder to justify, but I'm open to
No, I was leaning more towards study.
Yeah,
just to
study
figure out stuff that they're involved in that we can pin or like direct people's attention to.
Yeah, figure out the grinder's MO to make your fake evidence look plausible.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to frame them for stuff they don't do. That wouldn't make any sense.
Yep.
Okay. So just a study roll, or
just a study roll. This you can't fail it. It's just how many segments you get.
Yeah.
6. That is 3 segments. You're at 4 out of 8. Halfway there.
Nice.
Very good. So. Finally, Salvage.
Absolutely going to indulge in order to get my stress down. So
fondle those artifacts.
So actually, we still have the. We still have the Calliope, don't we?
No, you gave it to the.
You're right.
Yeah.
Damn it. Oh well. So okay, there's plenty of other stuff I can do. So all right.
Yeah, there's always like auctions and black markets and stuff like that. You can window shop. Yep.
Yeah, that helps. So let's go ahead and do it again. So,
all right,
I'm going to be useless without it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So that will be the extent of mine.
Yeah, it's hard for you to window shop. You keep seeing someone at the corner of your eye,
or worrying about. It's like trying to dent out the bullets that are embedded in my armor. So
no, that's just work. This is like you're trying to look at these nice weird artifacts, and you just get a sense that you're being watched. Your pen is in a different spot when you go to pick it up to write some notes down. It's just odd. It's like almost the ghost of someone you've murdered is angry and is haunting you.
Regular
nonsense.
Nonsense. All right.
Not good boys like us.
Yeah, not good boys like you. All right. So you made a big payday. You took out the gang. The grinders are certainly not going to go to war with you, although they hate you right now. Not until you probably frame one of their leaders for, your crimes. But yeah. So let's see here. It's 3:00 right now. Do you guys want to keep going, or you think you're done for this session? I'm getting kind of hungry, but I could keep running.
You can eat, man. We ain't gotta starve.
This was a good session.
All right. Yeah.
We took out our main rivals. So
no, it was pretty good. All right. So, do you have any ideas before we end the session? Do you have any ideas about what you would like to do next time? You could do a score to figure out what their old routes were, and try and take those over. Take out that would be a pretty good way. Then you have more shit to smuggle.
Also, honey heist.
Honey heist. You want to do a honey heist? Okay. Yeah. Haunted honey. Ghost honey.
Yeah. Did you guys did you read the Twitter thread I posted?
No. When would you post that?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. From a couple days ago. Yeah. Or last week. Yeah. We will. That will be the Deathland Scavengers smuggling some ghost hunting in. But yeah, you can. Yeah. And if we have time, we could do both. But, yeah. Sounds good. Questions, comments, suggestions? You guys have fun with this one?
Yeah,
that's a lot of fun.
Things are escalating. More desperate rolls are coming out. weirdly enough, when you do shit like take out a patrol boat, shit like that. But yeah, now we're all getting used to the system. I really like it. So, anyway, so we'll do some ghost smuggling later. Let me just end the thing. All right, so talk to you all later. Bye.
Bye.
Cool.